December 10th, 2020, Fluency. The school cafeteria bought 354 and 50 hundredths pounds of ground meat to make hamburgers. They used 39 and a half or 39 and 5/10 pounds to make hamburgers on Tuesday. Then freeze the ground meat. That they did not use. How many pounds would they put into 8 containers? So, we're going to first take a look. The school cafeteria bought 354 and 50 hundredths pounds of ground meat to make their hamburgers. So they used 39 and a half pounds to make hamburgers on Tuesday. So then they froze the rest of the ground meat. So first of all, we need to figure out how much ground meat they have left after they used that 39 and a half. So they used that. So that means we're going to be subtracting that. So this is our starting point, and that means we're going to start there, and then we'll subtract 39 and a half. So remember, when we're adding or subtracting decimals, we need to line them up. So we have 354 and 50.50 hundredths, perfect, minus the 39 and a half pounds they already used on Tuesday. So 39 and a half. We can also put that placeholder of 0, and it'll still be the same thing. Alright, so we're going to subtract this. Alright, 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. Drop that decimal, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. 4 minus 9 we cannot do, so that 5 becomes a 4. Make those in front. Sorry, everybody. 5 becomes a 4. To make that 4, how am I already out of 1? Or zeros? Huh. Well, the 4 then becomes a 14. Alright, now 14 minus 9 is going to be 5. And then 4 minus 3 is 1. 3 minus 0 is 3. Alright, now we have what they have left is 315 pounds. Well, and 0 hundredths, so we technically don't even need those. So we have 315 pounds. So they freeze the ground meat that they didn't use. And so how many pounds would they put into 8 containers? So they're going to take this 315 pounds and they're going to put them into 8 containers. So they're going to split them into 8 containers. So we're going to split them into 8 containers. So that means we're going to divide them into 8 containers. We're going to divide by 8. So we're going to divide by 8. I'm going to move all of this. Whoop. Actually, we're going to put that like that. There we go. So we're going to divide this by 8. So 315 pounds divided by 8. So I'm going to erase those two. Alrighty. So, actually, I do need those zeros. I think. There we go. Alright, now I can erase those. Alright, so what I can do now is now we can divide 315 divided by, divided by, oh my goodness, there we go, by 8. So there's 8 containers we're splitting them into. Alright, so can 8 go into 3? Nope. How many times can 8 go into 31? Well, I know 8 times 4 is 32, so that's too much. So it'll have to be 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is going to be 24. 24. Now we're going to subtract. 31 minus 24. 1 minus 4 you can't do, so that 3 becomes a 2. To make that 1 an 11. So that 3 becomes a 2. Let's put that on top. That 3 becomes a 2. To make this an 11. Now we have 11 minus 4. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And then we're going to drop down this 5. Now, we have that 5 here. Well, how many times can 8 go into 75? I know 8 times 9 is 72, so that could work. So 8 times 9 is 72. Then we're going to subtract. 5 minus 2 is going to be 3. Now, we don't have anything left to bring down, so what we can do is add a decimal, put a decimal here, and add a placeholder of 0. Also, we would pop up that decimal, pop it up, and then we would bring down that 0. So we'll round out to 2 places, 2 decimal places. So now we have 8. How many times 8 can go into 30? Well, we know that 8 times 3 is 24. So 8 times 3 is going to be 24. 2 and 4. 24. So now we have 30 minus 24. Well, 30 minus 24 is going to be 6. It's going to be 6. Now we can put another placeholder of 0. And then we can drop that 0. So then we have 60. So now we have 60. How many times can 8 go into 60? Well, I know 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6, 46. 8 times 7, 56. 56. 8 times 7. So 8 times 7, let's do our thing. So we'll do 56. Let me move this all up. There we go. Let's move it up, move it up. There we go. All right, so we're going to put that 7 up here. And 8 times 7 is 56. 56. If I do 60 minus 0, 60 minus 56, I get 4. Then we can drop another 0. So look, if we drop this last 0, 8 can go into 40 5 times because 8 times 5 is 40. And then we would have no remainders. So our answer would be 39 and 375 thousandths pounds. So 39.375 pounds of, you could put pounds of meat, that's fine, or you could just put pounds. And that's going to be our answer. Great job!